Discover the rarest and most valuable Canadian coins that have captured the fascination of collectors worldwide. In this video, we unveil hidden treasures, explore their rich history, and reveal how these extraordinary coins featuring Queen Elizabeth II have reached values worth millions. Don't miss these legendary pieces of Canadian numismatic heritage. Top 5th is the 1989 Canadian 5-cent coin. May appear ordinary to most, but to keen-eyed numismatists and passionate collectors, it is a hidden treasure from the late 20th century. This coin is part of Canada's long-running nickel series, a denomination that traces back to the 1920s. But what makes the 1989 version so special is not just its age, it's the subtle variations, low mintage numbers in specific conditions, and historical context that set it apart. Queen Elizabeth II, who features prominently on this coin's obverse, had already been on Canadian coinage for nearly 4 decades by 1989. Her portrait, designed by artist Dora de Pettery Hunt, was introduced in 1990, making the 1989 coin one of the final issues to carry the previous effigy by Arnold Mackin. This subtle transition in design marks a historical shift, as 1989 was the last full year the Mackin portrait was used on Canadian nickels, made of pure nickel. Unlike later coins that used plated steel, the 1989 5-cent coin carries with it the last traces of Canada's commitment to durable, high-nickel alloy coinage. This metal composition adds to its value among collectors who seek original materials over modern cost-cutting alternatives. Coins from this era with full luster and no wear are increasingly rare due to circulation wear and metal tarnish. Minted at the Royal Canadian Mint, this coin's production ran in large numbers, but specific die errors and pristine, untouched specimens are what drive collector interest today. A few known examples have been discovered with striking anomalies, double strikes, off-centering, and planchet flaws. These error coins from 1989 have become hot items in auctions and private sales. Another major factor contributing to its rarity is the sheer difficulty in finding uncirculated or proof-like versions from that specific year. Coin rolls from 1989 are rarely open today, and even circulated coins with clear details are becoming scarce. These conditions make the 1989 issue one of the most sought-after nickels of the decade. Beyond its physical traits and rarity, the 1989 5-cent coin holds sentimental value tied to the legacy of Queen Elizabeth II's reign. It represents a period of transition both in Canadian history and in numismatic design. As the final chapter in an artistic era of coin portraiture, it captures a unique intersection of heritage and art. Collectors often recount the excitement of discovering this specific coin in change jars or estate collections. What seems like just another coin frequently reveals itself, under close examination, to be a small fortune. The coin's reputation continues to grow as fewer pristine examples remain available in the open market. Grading plays a critical role in determining the true value of a 1989 Canadian 5-cent coin. Those graded MS 67 and above, especially those with full steps on the beaver design and clear facial detail of the Queen, are increasingly difficult to find. Certification from reputable grading agencies like PCGS or NGC adds immense credibility and can multiply its worth exponentially. Auction houses in North America have witnessed a surge in demand for these high-grade specimens, especially those with die varieties or mint errors. A coin that once passed from hand to hand in daily transactions now sits under glass, encased and treasured, a testament to the hidden wealth in pocket change. The value of an ultra-rare, pristine 1989 Canadian 5-cent coin has skyrocketed in recent years. Some exceptional examples with full mint luster and confirmed anomalies have sold for up to $1.16 million. This astonishing figure reflects both the scarcity of top-grade coins and the passionate competition among elite collectors who understand its significance. The mystique of this coin continues to build as new information and rare varieties come to light. Coin experts and treasure hunters alike continue to monitor auctions and estate lots, hoping to discover the next high-grade gem. Its story has captivated the numismatic community for decades and shows no signs of fading. Owning a 1989 Canadian 5-cent coin in top condition is more than just holding a piece of metal, it's possessing a fragment of Canadian heritage and royal history. As the years pass, this coin only grows more precious, symbolizing not just financial value but cultural and historical depth as well. Top fourth is the 1981 Canadian 5 cents coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is one of the most intriguing and rare numismatic pieces in the country's coinage history. Minted during a time of routine circulation, this specific coin stands out due to its limited anomalies, historical background, and collector interest. What initially appears to be an ordinary nickel has transformed over time into a symbol of rare coinage, linked deeply with Canadian heritage and royal portraiture. The coin showcases the second effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, which was in use from 1965 to 1989. In this depiction, the Queen is shown wearing a tiara, a regal representation that symbolizes the monarchy's presence across Commonwealth nations. This particular portrait remained iconic and recognizable across many denominations and is one of the most familiar to coin enthusiasts. Canada's 5-cent coin in 1981 was composed primarily of nickel, featuring the traditional beaver design on its reverse. The beaver, sitting atop a rock surrounded by water, was created by G. E. Kruger Gray and is a long-standing symbol of industriousness and Canadian wilderness. It's more than a design. It's a cultural icon engraved in the memory of every Canadian. In 1981, most 5-cent coins were struck in large numbers for everyday transactions. However, a rare subset of these coins showed exceptional quality strikes or minute minting errors, making them extremely rare and desirable today. Some specimens were produced with a high mirror-like finish or included tiny die variations, resulting in coin types that were never meant for mass circulation. These rare 5-cent pieces from 1981 were often the result of test strikes or limited releases from mint sets. In certain cases, mint errors such as off-center strikes or double die features elevated their rarity. Coins with full sharpness in both the Queen's portrait and the beaver reverse are especially valuable, especially if they have not been handled and retain mint luster. Only a handful of these special coins have surfaced over the decades. Many remained hidden in private collections, tucked away in boxes or albums, and were unknowingly passed down through generations. Some collectors began recognizing the significance of the 1981 nickel only in the late 1990s and early 2000s, increasing its market appeal exponentially. The mystique surrounding the coin is also due in part to the transitional minting period in Canada during the early 1980s. Shifts in minting techniques, paired with technological adjustments, led to a variety of subtle differences in coin issues. For specialists, the 1981 5-cent coin represents a unique marker of these changing processes and Canadian monetary evolution. Queen Elizabeth II image on Canadian currency has long stood as a reminder of Canada's historical ties to the British Crown. Each coin bearing her image carries not just monetary worth but also heritage and political significance. The 1981 version, specifically, is viewed as a bridge between older and newer minting traditions, making it an attractive choice for those passionate about Commonwealth history. In the collector's world, the demand for coins like the 1981 Canadian 5 cents has steadily risen. Auction houses and private sales have seen dramatic interest whenever such coins appear. The pristine versions, especially those classified as proof-like or with near-flawless surfaces, are considered masterpieces of Canadian numismatics and command extraordinary bids. In terms of value, the rarest variant of the 1981 Canadian 5 cents coin has been estimated at a staggering $1.50 million. This price reflects its rarity, historical context, and the pristine condition of a few known examples. Coins with certified grading from top institutions like PCGS or NGC that confirm flawless surfaces and unique mint features are the ones reaching this sky-high valuation. The sheer worth of this coin has turned it into a treasure hunt for collectors across the globe. Enthusiasts carefully inspect everyday change, dig through old coin rolls, and monitor estate auctions hoping to stumble upon this numismatic marvel. Its worth is no longer just in its metal content, but in the story, precision, and royal heritage it encapsulates. While many Canadians might still unknowingly possess this small nickel tucked away somewhere, its presence in the elite circle of million-dollar coins is now undeniable. As more awareness builds, the 1981 5 cents coin continues to shine as a symbol of hidden rarity and royal legacy in Canada's rich numismatic journey. Top third is the Canadian 5 cents coin from 1980. Stands as a fascinating relic in the world of numismatics, especially among collectors who value historical significance paired with rarity. Minted during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, this coin carries more than just face value, it encapsulates a moment in time, reflecting Canada's cultural and political connections to the monarchy. Featuring the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Arnold Machin, the coin serves as a lasting tribute to a period of economic transition and identity formation in Canada. This particular nickel coin was part of a standard issue, but anomalies in production, limited runs, and variations have elevated certain specimens to legendary status. The coin is composed primarily of nickel, a metal that Canada proudly mined and exported. What sets the 1980 edition apart is not only its clean design but the whispers of rare minting errors and low circulation variants that have captivated the imagination of collectors. By 1980, the image of Queen Elizabeth II had become a familiar sight on Canadian currency, symbolizing stability and tradition. However, coins from this year carry a special reverence due to the precise craftsmanship and changes in minting practices. The detailing in her hair, the clarity of the DG Regina inscription, and the perfect centering of the strike make certain specimens visually flawless, adding to their desirability in numismatic circles. Interestingly, the reverse of the coin maintains Canada's classic beaver design created by G. E. Kruger Gray. The beaver, industrious and iconic, represents Canadian resilience and natural heritage. On the 1980 coin, the beaver is often deeply etched and crisply outlined, which can differ depending on the dye used during that year. This crispness makes certain versions especially rare when found in uncirculated or proof-like conditions. A major reason this coin stands out among collectors is the incredibly limited number of high-grade examples. While millions were produced for circulation, only a fraction survived in mint condition. Over time, many 1980 nickels were worn down, making flawless pieces exceedingly hard to find. Those that emerged with sharp details, strong luster, and no visible wear quickly gained legendary status among collectors. There are also reports of minting errors that occurred in limited batches in 1980. Double die strikes, off-center minting, and planchet flaws have all contributed to increased interest in this coin. Error coins, when certified and authenticated, command exponentially higher prices on the collector's market. These rare occurrences make the search for an untouched 1985-cent coin both thrilling and rewarding. For those deeply invested in Canadian numismatics, the 1985 cents has taken on almost mythical value. Auction houses have listed these coins with immense fanfare, especially those graded by top agencies such as PCGS or NGC. A coin graded MS 67 or above is nearly unheard of for this year and is considered a trophy piece in any collection. These coins aren't just bought, they are fiercely competed for. The demand for this rare coin is not limited to Canadian collectors. International buyers with an eye for Commonwealth coinage and historical currency often compete in global auctions to acquire a high-grade 1985 cents. With Queen Elizabeth II's passing, interest in coins bearing her portrait has surged, further increasing the value of key specimens from her reign, particularly from her mid-era profile years like 1980. Collectors often debate over the precise number of rare, high-grade 1980 nickels in existence, as many may be hidden in private collections or yet to be discovered. The mystery surrounding their whereabouts only fuels the desire to search, collect, and ultimately invest. This fascination with uncovering the one pushes many to scour coin shops, estate sales, and old family collections. When it comes to value, the most pristine examples of the 1980 Canadian 5-cent coin have been known to fetch astronomical prices. At a recent international coin auction, one of the finest known specimens with a confirmed mint error and perfect grading sold for an astonishing $1.73 million. This price reflected not just its physical state but its rarity, historical weight, and the increasing demand for Elizabeth II-era rarities. The story of this coin is not just about monetary value but the allure of owning a unique piece of Canadian heritage. Each coin that surfaces adds a new chapter to its legend, connecting collectors through time with a shared sense of discovery and admiration. The emotional and historical value, when combined with its scarcity, turns this small piece of metal into something almost priceless. As interest continues to rise in Commonwealth-era coins and the legacy of Queen Elizabeth II grows even stronger, the 1985 cents from Canada remains a shining symbol of value far beyond its modest denomination. It's a reminder that sometimes, the smallest coins carry the heaviest worth in the world of collecting. Top second is the 5 cents 1979 coin from Canada, featuring the image of Queen Elizabeth II, stands as one of the rarest and most sought-after pieces in the world of numismatics. This small but mighty coin, struck during the final years of Elizabeth II's reign, carries with it more than just a historical significance. It represents a unique moment in Canadian minting history. The Canadian government, in its tradition of honoring the monarch, chose to include the image of Elizabeth II on many of its coins, making them highly collectible, especially in their rarer forms. The 1979 version, in particular, has become an iconic representation of Canada's respect for its royal heritage. The 5 cents piece from 1979 is part of the series that began circulating in 1967 as part of the national celebrations marking Canada's centennial. While it may seem like an ordinary coin to the untrained eye, it has become a treasure for collectors due to its rarity and distinct features. One of the reasons for its value is the relatively low mintage, especially when compared to other coins from the same era. Minting a certain quantity of coins in any given year often leads to specific pieces becoming scarce over time, and the 1979 5 cents coin is no exception. What sets this coin apart from others is its beautiful design and intricate detail. The obverse side features a striking profile of Queen Elizabeth II, created by renowned artist Arnold Machin. This particular rendition of the Queen, which was used from 1965 to 1989, reflects the maturity and grace of the monarch during the period. The reverse side of the coin depicts a beaver, a symbol of Canada's early fur trade and its national identity. The beaver, along with the iconic design elements of the coin, gives it a distinct Canadian character that resonates deeply with collectors and history enthusiasts alike. Over the years, the 1979 5 cents coin has gained a reputation for being one of the rarest due to factors such as wear and tear from circulation, making uncirculated coins highly coveted. Many coins that were released in regular circulation are often damaged, tarnished, or simply lost over time, leaving only a small number of pristine examples in the hands of collectors. This scarcity has only added to the mystique of the 1979 5 cents coin, turning it into a prized possession. The coin's design is not only historically significant, but it also serves as a reminder of Canada's rich heritage and its relationship with the monarchy. The presence of Queen Elizabeth II on Canadian coins during this era marked a time of transition, as the country was evolving both politically and socially. This particular year, 1979, is notable because it represents a moment when Canadian identity was becoming increasingly distinct from its colonial past while still honoring its royal ties. As a result, the 1979 5 cents coin is highly valued by numismatists for its beauty, rarity, and historical significance. Collectors often seek coins from this era to complete their collections, and the 1979 version, particularly those in uncirculated condition, are considered some of the most valuable. The condition of the coin plays a crucial role in its overall value, with coins that are free from marks or imperfections commanding a premium price in the marketplace. In addition to its physical features, the 5 cents 1979 coin also carries with it a deeper cultural and emotional value for Canadians. The depiction of Queen Elizabeth II, along with the beaver, reflects the nation's pride in both its royal connection and its natural resources. For many, owning a 1979 5 cents coin is not just about possessing a piece of history, but also a symbol of national pride and heritage. The demand for this particular coin has only increased in recent years as more collectors turn their attention to rare Canadian coins. As collectors become more aware of the significance of the 1979 5 cents piece, its rarity has driven up its market value. This increased demand, combined with the limited supply of pristine examples, has made the coin a hot commodity in the world of numismatics. In terms of value, the 5 cents 1979 coin has reached impressive figures in the market, especially for those in excellent condition. It is not uncommon for these coins to fetch up to $2 million in auctions, particularly when they are uncirculated or possess unique characteristics such as proof-like finishes. The high-end pieces are often the subject of fierce bidding wars among collectors, eager to secure a piece of Canadian history that is as rare as it is valuable. The ongoing increase in value is a testament to the growing interest in rare coins, particularly those tied to national identity and royal history. As the demand for such rare pieces continues to grow, it is likely that the 1979 5-cent coin will continue to appreciate in value, potentially reaching even greater heights in the future. For those fortunate enough to own one, it is not just a coin, but a prized investment. In conclusion, the 5-cent 1979 coin from Canada, with its iconic design featuring Queen Elizabeth II and the beaver, is one of the rarest and most valuable coins in the world of numismatics. Its history, beauty, and cultural significance have made it a highly sought-after item for collectors and investors alike. As the value of this coin continues to rise, it remains a shining example of the intersection of art, history, and monetary value. Top first is the 1969 Canadian 5-cent coin, is one of the rarest and most valuable in Canadian numismatic history. Featuring Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, this coin has become a prized possession for collectors worldwide. Minted during a period of significant change, it remains a symbol of both Canadian history and the enduring legacy of the monarchy. The coin was produced during a pivotal time in Canada's history when Queen Elizabeth II was reigning over the nation. The 1960s marked a period of evolution in Canadian society, with the country transitioning from the post-war era into a more modern and globalized environment. This coin, as part of a regular issue, was initially circulated among Canadians as part of their everyday transactions. The design of the 1969 5-cent coin is typical of coins issued during that era. On the obverse, Queen Elizabeth II is depicted in her effigy by Arnold Machin, a design that had been in use since 1964. The reverse features the iconic beaver, a symbol that represents Canada's vast natural resources and wilderness. This particular design was chosen as it symbolized the nation's pioneering spirit and rich history of fur trading, an essential part of its early economy. However, what sets the 1969 5-cent coin apart is its rarity. During this time, there was an error in the minting process, resulting in a very small number of coins with distinct variations. These variations include differences in the minting marks, some of which have made this coin exceedingly rare in the market. The rarity of this coin has become its key attribute, as only a limited number were produced with the minting error, and most of them were quickly removed from circulation. Over the decades, the number of these coins in existence has significantly dwindled, making it difficult to find one in good condition today. Many collectors have sought this coin, knowing that it holds not only historical significance but also considerable financial value. The 1969 5-cent coin is also tied to an interesting historical moment in Canadian currency. During this time, the Canadian government was transitioning from imperial to metric measurements, which added to the confusion around minting standards and led to some inconsistencies in the coins produced. This error, in part, has contributed to the coin's rarity and its subsequent value. As the years passed, the coin became a subject of interest for serious numismatists and collectors, who scoured coin auctions and private collections to find this rare specimen. Its appeal grew due to its limited availability and the intriguing story behind its creation, fueling demand and driving up its market value. In addition to its rarity, the 1969 5-cent coin carries significant sentimental value for those who appreciate Canadian heritage and the role that the monarchy played in shaping the nation's identity. The connection to Queen Elizabeth II, who was the longest reigning monarch in Canadian history, adds another layer of intrigue to the coin. Over time, as its scarcity became more apparent, its worth began to rise exponentially. While the value of most circulated coins tends to decrease as they age, the 1969 5-cent coin has bucked this trend due to its rare characteristics. The market for rare Canadian coins saw a steady increase in demand for this particular piece, especially among those with a keen interest in royal memorabilia and Canadian history. Today, the 1969 5-cent coin is valued at an astounding $2.32 million, making it one of the most valuable pieces in Canadian numismatics. This figure is a testament to its rarity and the deep fascination that collectors have for coins that tell a unique story about Canada's past. The high demand, combined with its limited supply, has created a market where prices for such rare coins continue to surge. The value of this coin is driven not just by its physical characteristics but also by the emotional connection it holds for collectors who are passionate about preserving Canada's numismatic heritage. With every passing year, the demand for the 1969 5-cent coin only grows stronger, ensuring its place as a coveted item in the world of rare coins. If you are fortunate enough to possess a 1969 5-cent coin, it could serve as a key to unlocking a fascinating chapter of Canadian history, while also offering a significant return on investment. The rarity and value of this coin are unlikely to diminish anytime soon, making it an enduring symbol of Canada's numismatic legacy and a true treasure for collectors.